Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. We are back at Copart, Harrisburg, PA. A little bit of an overcast, foggy, drizzly day, but we're walking through the lot, seeing if we can find something to bring to the channel, whether it's a newer vehicle with low miles, it's wrecked or in a flood or whatever, or even classics and antiques they have in here, or some with clear titles and really no problem at all that somebody's just trying to get rid of. We're going to search the lot, see what we can find. All right, let's start off with an entry-level Mercedes A220. This has the little 2.0 liter turbo in it. I don't really see anything yet. It has back bumpers beat up, but that could have happened from loading it, unloading it. I love these heater vents that they put in some of these. To me, not much beats in a Mercedes interior. It's just the rest of it, like the running gear and the wiring. And let's keep looking. Driver's side looks intact. No ripped seats, nothing thrown in the interior. Just a little bit of a gash right there. Let's see what the loss type, unknown. So I'm going to guess maybe theft or flood. I don't see any indications of flood, and the carpet's not damp. Somebody was sitting in the back seat to drive it. Oh, wow. How can you drive it sitting this far back? Neat looking interior. Nothing crazy with, you know, real extravagant material, but just the designs. And of course, no power. But I'm going to guess probably theft recovery. Let's see if we can get under the hood. Tiny engine. There won't be any dipstick to pull to see if the engine oil has been kept up to date. Really nothing. Well, here's something that's been popped off just to get the thing jumped. Nothing really torn apart. So with theft, we have to worry about is how it's been beaten. Normally they're beaten to death, thrown around and abused until they're found and returned. I normally try to stay away from them. Not in bad shape, good looking inside and out. Would be a good entry-level Mercedes if you could pick it up for the right price. Let's move on. Here we have a Lexus IS 250. I always stop and take a look at a Lexus. Fancy Toyota. I don't see... I mean, there's markings pointing out little things here and there, like these little scratches and these little chips. This little brush up against something, which is no big deal. Yeah, it's just little stuff. And when you come to loss type, unknown, 2015 250, I'm going to guess theft again, because they normally circle everything they find, and they're even circling like rock chips. And then also anything that was grazed up against the curb. Let's take a look at the rest of it. This paint is faded. I can bring out that gorgeous pearl white quickly. And this one has the black and tan interior. Just a little bit of wear and tear. I always like the interiors of these. They're quite different than interiors of other vehicles. 113,000 miles. This one does have juice. Not a lot of the vehicles I looked at had batteries that had enough juice to at least see the mileage. Let's see if it starts. Oh yeah, starts right up. Check engine light. None. Well, let's shut it off. Let's pop the hood and see what's under there. So this has a 2.5 liter V6. That'll pump out a little over 200 horsepower. Everything's intact here. This is definitely one to go on the list and keep an eye on. Tires look okay. I want to bring that paint out. And I like me a Lexus. All right, on the list, let's see what else we can find. I've seen quite a few of these classic 80s, late 70s and early 80s Mercedes out here. I don't know where they're coming from. So this one's an 87 300. Again, lost type unknown. They have the window tape shut. A little bit of rust underneath, and that's going to be the problem with these. Rust in those areas where it holds the moisture. Turbo diesel. Have some things here and there, but more concerning is going to be the rot and the rust. Dash is pretty cracked. You have the wood delaminating on the dash and center console. I know some are big fans of these, and I would just wanted to see if I could bring out the paint. And then I would send it on down the road. I can't, can't get in because it's taped shut there, but there's other ones. Maybe I'll stop at one of the other ones. I probably walked by 5 of them so far today. We'll stop in and take a closer look at one of the other Lexus. I gotta stop and take a look because I would love to get this color to pop. This cherry red. What year is this one? This is an 04 Lexus ES 350. Minor dents and scratches, so it has a that normally means it has a clean title. Does have a little bit of damage over here. The bumper brushed up against something. I can take care of that. That's no big deal. No other rust or dents around the other side. Oh, ES 330. My bad. Sorry, guys. And of course they throw the parts. I always like that wood trim. It's either like a cherry or a mahogany kind of look to it. Oh wow, look at that. I've never seen that before. Heat and the sun just warped that right out of its sitting place there to bottom of the window. Door panel looks okay. The driver's seat is ripped up a bit. That could be repaired. Oh, it's nice and comfy sitting in here. And nope, no power. Well, that's a shame. I would like to see how many miles are on it. You could probably get this pretty darn cheap, and doesn't look like it would take a whole lot to get it going. I do like that color. I'd love to see that polished out, get that thing popping. I'll put this on my list. Toyota 4Runner caught my eye. Has the typical peeling clear on the top. That's no problem. You just sand that down, paint it, and polish out the rest. I would love to bring out that metallic blue color. These things run forever. I'm going to guess this thing probably has 200,000 miles on it. A little bit of damage here. You're going to need a door. That's a little bit beyond repair. This could be repaired. I would not cut out the quarter. I would repair that, put the plastic trim back on. No big deal. This side looks good. Has a, what is that, a bike rack up there? What is that? Well, furry little friend. Like to go for rides back here. I know what that's like. It's no big deal. We can clean that up. Yeah, that was definitely a furry. I think that one sheds more than my dog. because I don't really get too much hair in the driver compartment unless Fido likes to come up and take over for a couple 100 miles. Anyways, looks like we have a little bit of power. It's showing that the door is open. I'd love to see the mileage. Oh, I saw it for a split second. The battery's weak. Yeah, it's not. 244,000 miles is what I saw for like a brief second. So you're going to be able to go. Oh, that's the last time it was changed. So maybe it was 224,436. Somebody was keeping after it. I don't know. You'd have to get this thing running. Cannot get the hood open, but this thing has not been run or not been on the road here in PA anyways for over 3 years. So that's concerning. And since I can't pop the hood to jump start it, I'm gonna have to walk away. Well, here's another one. I think this one just got dropped off, and looks like when they dropped it off with the forklift, the muffler got bent up underneath it. This one's a little bit beyond what I would want to pick up and see if I can get looking good, but another 80s. This is 83, Mercedes 300. We have wildlife growing on the top of it and on the side. A lot of weight reduction back here. The 300 weight reduction package. And you're going to have some friends that come with it. Friends with wings and stingers. Another turbo diesel. Yeah, they've all been the turbo diesels that I've seen. A whole bunch of them in here. Maybe a collection that was left to rot. I would have loved to see one of these brand new rolled right off of the assembly line. Dashes are always cracked. Driver's seat's in good shape though. I mean, if you need some parts, guys, you know where they are. Rear seat, excellent shape. Even the color is rich. Door panels are good. Door panel, that seat is in great shape. Steering wheel, if you need parts, you know where it's at. And we'll close out the video with these two. This one I've had on the channel months and months ago. This Acura has been here for quite some time. And it keeps going through the auction and not meeting the minimum bid, the Type S here. And right next to it is one that I haven't seen. This is sharp. 2021 Toyota Camry. Flood. I might have come across this one too. Let me know down in the comment section. But these two right here, they keep going through. And nobody picks them up. Oh yeah, it smells quite quite moist in here. Trying to see if there's indications where the water line was. What you want to see is parts like these that rust because they get wet. This by now would have been completely rusty. No power to it, obviously, and there shouldn't be. But there you have some growth back here. A little bit of sand, maybe. Well, I don't know how much longer these will be here, but I'm not into the flood cars. So if you're looking for two great projects, it's not going to come at a cheap price. And thinking about it, I've had this one on the channel as well. This one here is still sitting here. That one is an unknown, 2015 BMW 650. So what happens with these guys, the insurance company puts in a minimum price or a buyback bid, and if it doesn't hit that, It just stays here, and they don't care. They'll keep it on the lot here for however long it takes. Eventually somebody picks it up, or eventually they just give in and let you have it for the price you bid it for. But they can be stubborn. Here's another one that I looked at already, and I recognize somebody was not happy with the owner. Scratches everywhere. Now those, a lot of those are not very deep. Some of them are, and some of them go through the clear. That one does. And this is all the way around. Somebody was really pissed at that driver. So all the way around, did they get to the interior? No? No? Sometimes with vehicles involved in a theft, if they get in the inside, I mean, they will take a knife or something sharp and just tear up the seats and the headliner and everything. This one here is intact and clean and in great shape. Somebody loved this thing. And, you know, get it for a crazy cheap price. Buff out what you can, touch up the rest, and just enjoy it how it is. And that is the magic of Copart. I implore you, come out to your local Copart. They're going to have one in your state, multiple Coparts in each state, and see what they have. Become a member, cruise the lot, and you definitely, before you bid, would want to come out and see them in person and maybe give it a shot. Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. I'd like to thank the staff for letting me to come out and get footage in their lot. They don't have to. Not everybody can. I really appreciate that privilege because I have a ball. And I pick cars up from here for the channel as well. I'll catch you guys in the next video.